We'll now get started and take questions for head coach Pete DeBoer. We'll hold a moment for a few questions to come through tonight for Pete. We'll start with Ben Goetz, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hey Pete, you guys obviously played a much more complete game tonight than game one. Does that make the result easier to take or more frustrating?
Oh, it's not easy to take when you lose in the playoffs. So, I thought we deserved better. Really liked a lot of the things we did and our effort. But got to find a way to bury one of those chances and win a game. So we'll go back, and they held serve at home. We've got to do the same.
So we'll go to Justin Emerson, Las Vegas Sun.
Hey Pete, just wanted to know what you thought about the slashing call on Riley Smith in overtime.
Just a soft call, but I can't even blame the refs because they're fighting through the embellishment of grabbing your face or falling down or dropping your stick every period. So I can't even blame the referee on it. They fooled him on it.
We'll hold if there's any final questions tonight for Pete. Next, we'll go to Jesse Granger, The Athletic.
Hey, Jesse.
Pete, obviously not the result, but how much happier are you with?
Can't hear you, Jesse.
Hey, Pete, can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
We'll come back to Jesse. Next, we'll go to Mark Spector with Sportsnet.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, Pete. I guess that's one of those games. I'm not sure your team's going to play much better than that. You dominated the game. Does it make it easier? Do you have less coaching to do between now and game 3 because you played so well in this game, even though you didn't win it?
Well, it's never easy when you lose in the playoffs, and especially go down 2-0. I think we feel good about our game. I think after game 1 we were out to prove that we can play with this team, and I think we did that tonight. And we've got to come out in game 3 and do the same thing, one game at a time. The series is a long way from over.
Next question tonight for P goes to Dan Rosen, NHL.com.
Hey, Dan.
Hey, Pete. Yeah, I guess along those lines, and I think what Jesse was actually going to try to ask was, what do you think was much different for you guys tonight as opposed to game 1? And is this more indicative of where this could go if you keep playing this series? Can you make this a long series? You keep playing the way you did tonight. Can you make this a long series?
Well, we're planning on making it a long series, and the difference is, we didn't play a game 7 48 hours earlier and travel.
Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.
Next, we're expecting Mark Stone and Andre Fleury to be available. Now open up to questions for Marc-Andre Fleury on the left, Mark Stone on the right, and we'll start with Ben Goats, Las Vegas Review Journal.
For Mark Stone, you guys obviously came out and played a much better game than game one. Does that make the result easier to take or more frustrating?
Yeah, I thought we played really well. We didn't have a great start to the game, but really kind of took over the game as it went on. I thought we, kind of worried about our game a little bit more than worried about them. We just came out and played really solid, but it stings no matter what. But the good news is, we lost 2 here. Now we go home to 18,000 fans and, take care of home ice advantage, or take care of home ice, and come back here for game 5 tied up.
Next question tonight comes from Jesse Granger, The Athletic.
For Mark Stone, what were you happiest about your play in the neutral zone, especially in that second period?
We slowed them down, obviously. They got some guys that bring heavy speed, and we force a lot of dumps. Kind of try to. That's what kind of we have to do against these guys. You can't let them build speed in the neutral zone, or they're going to burn you.
Next, go to Mark Spector with Sportsnet.
Sorry, Marc-Andre, I'm going to ask Stone another question, please. The call in overtime, it was, we see that call all over the league. Slash a guy's stick out of his hands, but in overtime, it might be a tough call. What were your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's a stick battle off a face-off. I go into, probably 30 of those a game. Get my stick slashed almost in every one. I don't drop my stick, so it's a tough call, and especially in overtime. It's some situation. Has to be a little bit of onus on the guy holding his stick. It's a stick battle. They're both trying to fight for the puck in clear space, but we got to kill the penalty when they call it. But it's tough. He had six kills tonight. Power play like that, they're going to burn you.
Let's go to Ed Graney, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Marc-Andre, obviously to kill off that many and the people in front of you. I know the one didn't, end how you wanted it. But can you talk about the night and how your guys played in front of you to kill all of those?
Yeah, I thought we battled. Like Stoney said, we had a penalty kill in the first. I thought we did a good job, and they scored there to make it 2-1. But for that last one there, it's on me. I should make that save and keep our team in the game.
Take 2 final questions tonight. Next, we'll go to Dan Rosen, NHL.com.
Yeah, Marc-Andre, I wanted to ask you about you're down in the series 2-0. You're going home. You play the game you did tonight. Because you play the way you did tonight, does that fuel belief for this team? Because a lot of times you could be down 2-0 and wondering, but the way you played, does that fuel belief that you can come back in this?
Definitely, I thought we all knew that that wasn't us. That wasn't our game. For game 1 there, and I thought the guys battled back real hard tonight here, and we got 4 posts, and puck stayed out for us, and they had a post and in the first, to make it 2-1. So it was a little bit tough bounce there, but I thought we had the puck a lot, we controlled the play a lot. Power play got a big goal for us, and it's I'm sure a lot of guys on our team have been there before. I've been there, down 2-0, but it doesn't matter. I think if we keep playing the way we did tonight, then we all have confidence in our team that we can come back in this series.
Final question tonight comes from David Shane, Las Vegas Review Journal.
Hi, from Mark Stone. Marc-Andre just mentioned the posts and all the chances you guys had in the third period. Obviously, a late power play. Does that maybe make it a little more frustrating that you guys had so many opportunities, weren't able to finish?
Yeah, we got to capitalize on them. We had a lot of good looks. I had a couple posts, a couple good looks in the power play, and all 3 that we had. Chances in the slot, breakaways. We got to capitalize when we get the opportunities. For sure, we're going home. It's you can't stress too much until you lose at home. So we got to take care of business in Vegas here on Friday night.
Thanks, guys. That'll conclude the team's post-game availability. We'll send out photo recordings shortly. Thanks all.